have no idea how long I've been waiting for this. Jump onto my bed and strip off all your clothes.
Oh, hell no. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Left Hand. Now today we're going to be checking out Minecraft Kids Content is Absolutely Terrifying by Caleb is Salty. Now I would imagine this is very bad. I actually did a video on YouTube Kids where I actually checked out the videos in there to see if it's safe for kids, and I found out that it's really not, bro. There is such things. If you search up things, you will find things that are not supposed to be there, including Minecraft Kids Content. That's not really kids content. So this video caught my eye. It popped up on my feed, and I think it's interesting, and we can have some points to throw in here. So let's get straight into it. Without further ado, make sure you get your popcorn and let's eat. Yeah. Oh, you put a disclaimer for the reviewers? You really got to do that though, man. YouTube be yellow marking everything, I swear.
Here we go again.
YouTube Kids.
Minecraft Kids content is among some of the most popular and profitable niches on the YouTube platform.
Alright, chat, be honest. I know a lot of you guys are probably younger. Did you ever use YouTube Kids, and did you ever find like anything sus on there?
And has been ever since the game came out. It's what I, and probably you, if you're watching this video, consumed in some capacity growing up. However,
I don't remember consuming YouTube Kids myself, but that was like, I was born in 1975, so I don't really remember.
Somewhere along the way, things changed, and what once was a community filled with wholesome YouTubers, mostly, who made their content with good morals and intentions in mind, has now been almost
okay, buddy.
Completely overrun by
what the hell is this, bro? There's no way that's a real thumbnail, right? Like that's fake. There's no way that's real. That's Photoshop, please. I mean, obviously it is Photoshop if it is a thumbnail. Like there's no way he just took a screenshot of a real thumbnail.
Selfish vultures who abuse this niche daily, spitting out low effort, mind-numbing.
Wait, hold on.
Spitting out low effort.
Clocks only. Sisters only. Dude, no. This is not real, right?
There's no way. Content that constantly,
and they don't even get that much views for this shit, and they still doing it. Oh my god.
Exposes their viewers to all sorts of shocking, violent, and sexually suggestive imagery for a few extra clicks.
Bro.
All of this was covered in my previous video on the subject. However, what I didn't mention was that I left a lot of things out in that video. Disgusting, harrowing things that probably would have gotten my channel completely demonetized.
You see, it's already bad on YouTube, and I feel like YouTube Kids, I feel like YouTube should really take more effort to take down videos on YouTube Kids and actually demonetize the people that make videos like this and just ban them, because the reason they keep doing it is because they make money. Like if they don't make money and stuff, then they're not going to be incentivized to make stupid content, you feel me? You know, just like how they put rules on YouTube for us creators, like I can't make certain types of content. I already know I can't, or I know I have to blur out certain things. I know I have to cut out certain things, because if I don't, it's not going to get me paid. So if they make rules about these sus-ass content, especially when it's being directed towards kids, then they won't be incentivized because they're not going to be making money.
But after seeing the overwhelming support for my last video and the infinite amount of people commenting their personal, horrifying stories with this content, I feel obligated to get to the bottom of this rabbit hole.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
Worse than you and I could have ever imagined.
Minecraft Kids, yeah. I'm a kid, yeah. Minecraft Kids, yeah. This shit ain't for kids, yeah. This is content.
Allow me to introduce today's sponsor, RICHLEV.
Oh, W sponsor, W.
Alright guys, you ready to have the scariest night of our lives?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Let's figure out where to go first.
The video you just watched is from a channel called AFMAL.
Alright, so far it looks innocent, but I know it's gonna get bad. So how is it gonna?
AFMAL is one of the many content creators on this platform who makes Minecraft videos specifically catered towards a very young audience.
I think I actually saw this channel on YouTube Kids. Didn't we see this? And from the thumbnails itself, it doesn't look too bad.
Upon first glance, this content might seem pretty cringeworthy, and that's because it is. I was originally gonna make this comparison to the Minecraft YouTuber.
To be fair though, I feel like all kids content, like things that are directed towards kids, we're always gonna find that it's cringe, right?
I watched growing up, but honestly, especially compared to them, this content is very hard to watch. But despite this, there's still one reason all of these channels, old and new, have stuck to and continue to churn out family-friendly oriented Minecraft content: money.
Yeah.
While you and I may never—
I mean, it is a glitch. Like, if you make content directed towards kids and you actually get successful in that niche, it's like, it's an unlimited money glitch, bro, because kids are gonna watch anything. So you can really produce anything, especially when it comes to gaming. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to, like, really put that much effort into it. You just, you know, pop out these videos, hire editors and stuff, and kick back, relax, enjoy the money.
Watch an AFMAL video in our lives, there is clearly a massive younger audience for it. Not necessarily on YouTube, but rather its subsidiary app, YouTube Kids. In a census done back in 2021, the United States government discovered that around 75% of households with children under the age of 5 owned some sort of tablet for their kids. And in 2020,
see, that's the bad part, bro. Like, they owning tablets before they even turn 5 or something. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just my opinion. I feel like kids shouldn't be having technology until at least like 8 through 10, bro. Because like, I feel like when they're first growing up, they should be focused on developing their brain, like reading books, drawing and stuff, like things that can actually be productive. And if they are introduced to iPads and stuff, which I understand, like it has to be very limited.
3, it was reported that YouTube Kids had over 600 million individual downloads.
Damn.
With that number growing exponentially each
I feel like a lot of these numbers are inflated due to COVID though.
year. Unfortunately, it's becoming increasingly common nowadays for newer parents to rely on apps like this as a way to keep their child entertained without having to put in any actual effort, letting them sit and watch.
That's true though. Like that is like parents being lazy, bro. And like, you know, the kids didn't ask to be brought in this world, so they get brought in and you're taking the responsibility of taking care of them instead of, you know, letting them get adopted or whatever. Then you have the responsibility for their development and how they grow up. So
hours of content unsupervised under the guise that it's a completely safe way for them to consume content. And the result, channels like AFMAO earning almost 500 million views and millions of dollars each month. Fortunately for us, AFMAO is one of the better examples out of this whole niche. She does things by the books, and aside from it being a little cringy, their content is educational, suitable, and safe for kids.
So we're starting off good. And I do remember this channel. I'm pretty sure I watched, and it wasn't nothing sus, bro. It only got sus with these other channels, but I don't even know what they're called. But this channel specifically, I do remember it. And sometimes it literally looked like a little sus thumbnails or whatever, but it's not bad though when you actually watch the video.
AFMAO School, on the other hand, is absolutely unacceptable. They too make Minecraft related videos targeted.
Why is it, wait, does it have the is that the same name as the other one?
Fortunately for us, AFMAO is one of the better examples.
So yeah, it says AFMAO. So the other channel is AFMAO School. Is that just like a impersonation of it or something?
AFMAO School, on the other hand, is absolutely unacceptable. They too make Minecraft related videos targeted towards children. However,
bro, I like this character, how it just looks like his mouth is just open, like like it's just constantly just fed up with life right now.
Methods in which they gain their views are a little different. Instead of building a reliable and trustworthy brand that both parents and the young viewers who watch can trust, they resort to imitating an already well-known and trustworthy family friend.
Oh my god. AFMAO trying to prison escape? Oh hell no.
Content creator and uploading content that uses their original characters in all sorts of sexually suggestive.
Oh, so that's why it has like kind of the same name. They're using their characters. Damn, this is actually really bad though, because like the AFMAO girl, like she could actually get a really bad rep from this, because you know kids are just gonna see this and think that it's actually the original AFMAO, and that's gonna mess up her reputation and probably her money and stuff, because you know the parents are gonna be like, oh, what the fuck, you not watching that shit, and they like unsubscribe from any AFMAO they see.
Or straight up violent ways for shock value.
Damn.
Clicks.
Nah, this is messed up though. Like they're using that for clout basically. Like bro, at least if you're gonna do something stupid, make your own fucking characters, bro. Like not go off the hype of somebody else's YouTube channel. That's stupid.
This manipulative strategy tricks the YouTube algorithm into recommending them alongside videos of the real content creator they're impersonating, sometimes resulting in these fake videos gaining millions more views.
Well, yeah, they're gonna get millions more views because it's sus, and then like you're literally representing something that the original thing.
The original. I mean, this channel alone has made roughly.
It's just like on the internet, whenever a parody gets made, when it's funny or sus or whatever. Like I get why it goes viral, but I think from a creator standpoint, it's kind of fucked up because like I said, you're literally like ruining someone's reputation almost, because these videos are getting a lot of views, so people are thinking that this might be real.
Over $100,000 in just a short year and a half they've been posting content.
Damn.
They also have 118,000 subscribers, which is more than me, so please subscribe.
Everybody subscribe to Caleb.
And of course, AFMAO School is just one small example of the many perpetrators who make money.
What the hell is he doing?
Pretty much every Minecraft kids YouTuber you can think of has one, if not multiple, of these garbage-filled.
Oh, so this is just a trend? Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. So this is just, everybody does this thing.
Impersonation channels made using their
I thought this was gonna be like a one-off thing. No, everybody's doing it.
Brand, all of which are individually made with the sole purpose of generating insane amounts of money, inadvertently exposing a plethora of disgusting and inappropriate themes in their content to millions of unexpecting children.
I wonder if he's gonna show like the actual creators like response to this, or if they have any response.
Included, but not limited to,
Take off the foo-foo.
Nico Fire, oh my god. What the hell? What? No, 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 no. They did not just say the R word, bro. There's no way they're... Hold on. No way. No way. Nico under the spell of love. Fans. Oh my god. Childbirth. What the f... Mine? No, 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 no. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. He made this up, right? Please, please tell me he made this up. I'm praying that this is fake, that this whole video is fake right now. I'm praying, bro. Like, there's absolutely no way this shit is getting away on YouTube Kids right now. Oh my god.
But it's okay.
Bro, it's one thing to do characters, but at least maybe the excuse that you could have is that they're, you know, adults and stuff. But then you start doing it to kids too? Yeah, you're going to hell, bro. Deep hell.
Have a gun.
Oh my gosh.
We
Murder.
just tied you to the bed. Just don't
Bro.
shout and everything will be fine.
We're going to the girl's house.
Oh my god. It's bad. Bro, this makes me want to go on YouTube Kids right now and see if this is real, bro.
We knock them out and then tie them to the bed. We take scissors and cut their clothes.
Oh, hell no.
But like I said, I've already discussed this before in my previous video. However, what I was very stupid to neglect at the time was that long-form video isn't the only form of media a person can consume on this platform.
Yeah,
with
shorts.
the other obviously being YouTube Shorts, to which I've come to learn not only has all of the same problems, but for a myriad of reasons, is actually so much worse. By doing
That's true, because anything can go viral on shorts. So, you know, if they doing this shit for long form, imagine what they gonna do for shorts, bro.
as little as searching up
God.
Minecraft in the YouTube search bar, we can find a plethora of different channels posting these
Oh
quote-unquote
my gosh, Steve, I'm stuck. I think I might have seen that too.
Minecraft animations in the Shorts tab, all with preview images that, if left uncensored, would probably get this video demonetized.
But I ain't gonna lie, I might have to make a video on this, bro. I might have to literally do a video where I search up Minecraft and just watch all these shorts and see how sus it can get.
All with tens, sometimes hundreds of millions of views each.
Oh my
The main
gosh.
difference between anything I've talked about in the past and these quote-unquote Minecraft animations
Like, bro, look at these thumbnails right here, bro. Like, what the fuck is this?
is the way in which the content gets recommended to viewers. As mentioned previously, the most common strategy for these fake quote-unquote family-friendly channels to lure in new viewers is to create the most shocking and attention-grabbing title and thumbnail they can, whether
Wait,
that's
so are these fake channels that he's talking about, are they only on YouTube or are they on YouTube Kids as well?
by using gruesome, violent, or sexually suggestive imagery
Bro.
in order to stand out in the viewer's
Who
recommendation
killed Crazy Microwave Sister? Oh my god.
feed in comparison to other videos, subsequently resulting in more clicks, more views, and more money. After all, that's the only
Hell
reason they
no.
even exist in the first place. However,
That's why I said, bro, I need to take away their money so they don't do this.
YouTube Shorts work a little differently, since YouTube limits their shorts to a maximum length of only 60 seconds, as well as having no
Well, not anymore. Now they could do like 2-3 minutes. I don't understand why people would do that though. Like, at that point, you make it a long form video at that point if it's over a minute. I feel like posting a short that's over a minute is a waste of time, bro. Just make it a long form video and run ads and get money for it.
support for custom thumbnails. These channels instead lure the viewers in with the actual content of the video. And yeah, very quickly it becomes apparent that these quote-unquote animations are
Like,
just
what the
straight softcore pornography using Minecraft to mask
How is this allowed? Like, bro, the nigga's literally naked. Like, how is that allowed on YouTube Shorts? But if I have any type of cursing or something just weird from memes that I watch, bro, I get yellow marked immediately. This shit has 1.1 million likes. That's for sure not yellow marked. When things get yellow marked, they do not get in the algorithm like this.
itself as family-friendly content to bypass the YouTube Kids algorithm to get, like I said, tens, sometimes hundreds of millions of views each. Not to
Damn.
mention the fact that these channels specifically abuse the system and take advantage of the way YouTube Shorts are set up. Everyone knows that YouTube Shorts has this sort
Doom
of
scrolling.
scroll slash infinite scroll interface where
Yeah,
instead
that's like everything now, but it's definitely it originated from TikTok and then it just transferred. I feel like YouTube Shorts is right under TikTok. I feel like it's way more close than people think, bro. Because if you think about it, like on YouTube, you can literally get anything. You can get live streams, you can get long form videos, and you can get shorts. And like, I feel like at first people were skeptical of shorts, but then it just ended up becoming huge. And now, you know, some people just only use shorts, bro. They don't even use TikTok anymore, especially with the whole ban thing. Oh, TikTok's gonna get banned here, banned there. You know, people are really flocking over to YouTube Shorts, and it's become way more huge than I think people anticipated.
Instead of giving the viewer a bunch of random recommendations and then allowing them to specifically choose what kind of content they want to consume, the app practically just
Wait, did he highlight Pat God right now?
allowing them to specifically choose what kind
What
of
did Pat God
content they
do?
want to consume. The app practically just shoves a bunch of random videos in the viewer's face without a choice, and no matter how much they might not be interested, they will always watch at least a small portion of it before scrolling away.
Yeah.
Channels like 11.3 know this, and that's why they made sure to put Minecraft characters that look like this in the very first second of each video. It's not even like they're trying to hide it. This channel, Alex and Steve and
Like, the thing is, it's like, it's one thing to create that content, but I know they're getting monetized, bro. And how are they getting monetized, bro? When I literally, bro, I swear, I always get random yellow marks and stuff. And not anymore as much, but back then, I used to get a lot of yellow marks and shit for just random things, bro.
which has 5.3 million subscribers and over 1.6 billion views, not only does the exact same thing, but they also have a direct link to a Patreon account that creates fully NSFW drawings and videos.
No way. Oh my God, they're really milking it.
Accessible by...
But these channels are only on YouTube though, right? I mean, I guess you can't get too mad that they're linking things to the outside, but because like kids are not gonna be able to just buy this unless they just steal their mom's credit card or something. You horny ass nigga, you better sit your ass down and play Roblox, nigga. But anyways, kids are not gonna get this. I think it's more like the freaky ass adults and that are weird as shit that want to back into animation characters for some reason. But still, this is bad. This is very bad, and it still promotes it to children because they still can click the link and actually see
anybody with just one click.
And now that I think about it, shouldn't that low-key be against like YouTube guidelines? That's kind of like an OnlyFans creator, you know, putting their OnlyFans link in there. I don't think that's allowed, right?
The craziest thing is, this isn't even the first time someone spoke.
But it is Patreon, so it's like a whole bunch of people have Patreon and just do normal things. So you can't really force a rule because then you just kind of have to get everybody in trouble for having Patreon.
Out about these issues. A handful of creators have already made similar videos, both calling out YouTube on this massive problem, as well as encouraging their audience to mass report any bad channels they've mentioned. But every time, YouTube manually demonetizes and shadow bans the video in the algorithm, specifically for showcasing clips of all the nasty things these channels upload.
That's the crazy part too, bro. They shadow ban the people that are covering it and stuff and that are reacting to it, but the ones actually posting it, they don't get punished. Come on, bro. You gotta go both ways at least.
In fact, friend of the channel and fellow YouTuber The Mr. Epic uploaded 2 separate videos calling out these channels to YouTube while taking the extra step to manually blur and censor anything that might be considered non-advertiser friendly. Yet still, despite his best efforts, both videos would get demonetized. All the while, the original content that was...
See right here, I'll give him a tip though. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I do any type of blurs, bro, like if I decide to do a blur, I do it all the way where it, like nothing shows. Like right here, they can have the excuse because like the little skin shows right here. Like YouTube is just so picky, bro. So just to give you that tip, bro, literally blur it completely out.
Blur and censor anything that might be considered...
Or just literally put a black rectangle square on it.
Non-advertiser friendly.
Did I say black rectangle square? Nigga, what the... Am I restarted?
Yet still, despite his best efforts, both videos would get demonetized. All the while, the original content that was being used in his video and all of the channels related to it are not only still active, but continue to remain fully monetized as well. So
wait, there's a plugin that can show you if they're monetized?
Are not only still active, but continue to remain fully monetized as well. So basically, I'm just wondering what happened with those 2 videos that got demonetized. Can you kind of explain the situation?
It's on Discord?
First one, which I uploaded last year, that one was demonetized after about, I think, 2 days. Interestingly, what happened was, rather than the video just outright being like stop being pushed and stop being showed, it actually like did this weird thing I haven't seen before where it like intentionally blurred the thumbnail.
What?
I haven't seen that happen before, but I was like, oh well, that sucks.
Oh yeah, that's never happened to me. Like where they just blur the thumbnail. Usually they just take it off all right. Sometimes that happens if they like strike you for, or they give you a warning, or they strike you for your thumbnail specifically. They'll just remove. Like blurring is kind of, that's weird. I don't know why I do
The
that.
second video I then uploaded, which was only a few months ago now, I was a lot more careful. Like I went out of my way to censor it even more. Interestingly, this time I actually got more information because I had like a partner manager who I got around the time, and he gave me an update saying that basically it was the thumbnail once again, despite me obviously censoring it more than the original thumbnails, but also this 1-2 second clip of like, I don't even know what characters they are. They're like some weird like kids characters in like a somewhat provocative looking position from another.
That's the thing with YouTube though, they don't play about anything that like has any kids, or if you're representing like a common kid character. I think it's actually because of the whole Elsa gate thing. I think if you represent any, like a Elsa or Anna or even like Peppa Pig sometimes. I remember I got yellow marked for a Peppa Pig video because it was like a parody of it for some reason. I think it was like an I Show Speed parody, and they yellow marked it because it represented Peppa Pig in a bad way, you know, because Peppa Pig's huge and like the kid atmosphere and everything. But like this guy's about to say, these other YouTubers that are actually posting the content are probably still being monetized. So.
And that was basically it. And this was after a human reviewer plus my partner manager pushing to get it unage restricted, and nothing could change. So yeah.
And at this point, you may be wondering why. Why would YouTube, despite obviously having the resources and ability to do so, still not take any action to fix this glaring issue with YouTube and YouTube Kids, but at the same time actively silence anyone who decides to speak out and make a video about it? Well, we can't be certain, but
to be fair, I really have a theory that I believe that most of YouTube human reviewer things are not humans, bro. Like I honestly believe it's AI or it's bots or something, because like it's just no way a human reviews some of these things. Like I don't believe it. As a creator myself, I've been through situations where things don't get, you know, solved when it comes to yellow marks and age restrictions and stuff, and there's literally absolutely nothing wrong for it, or I cut it out, I fix it, or upload a different version of it, and it's still the same thing, bro. Like,
personal theory is that YouTube has been it the whole time.
Short visual break. Ooh, to cleanse my balls? Oh, eyeballs. Yeah, okay. You scared me for a second there. You are watching.
I mean, think about it. These channels generate billions of views and, by proxy, an unfathomable amount of money. This revenue is generated entirely from the money advertisers pay to have their ads displayed on these videos, which honestly...
Thank you, Google Ads. I love you, but don't be giving money to these sexual Minecraft people though.
Can be a problem in itself. I'm sure Apple would be just delighted to know that their ad is getting placed on a video and where a popular children's character gets buried alive. Like, what? YouTube splits this ad revenue with the creator.
Hey, honestly, I think some companies don't care. I feel like companies like Apple really give a... Nothing's gonna change the perception of Apple. Like, everybody's gonna get an iPhone every single year.
Giving 55% of the share to them and keeping 45% for themselves. Once you start to factor in the hundreds of other channels uploading the same inappropriate content that simply haven't been documented yet, most likely thousands if we include the accounts outside of the Minecraft niche posting the same, if not even worse content with other well-known characters.
No way that's a real video, bro.
You can start to paint the picture.
And he censored it, so oh my gosh, I can't imagine what the uncensored is like.
Why YouTube theoretically might want to turn a blind eye. It makes up a small but notable chunk of their revenue each year. In YouTube's eyes, throwing all morals, ethics, and damage this content is inflicting on the millions of children who use this platform every single day, getting rid of it means that YouTube would be passing up a significant amount of money, and we all know they would never do that.
YouTube ads are
That is true though, because these people that are making all these channels, bro, they're still making YouTube money at the end of the day.
getting worse. So YouTube is testing server-side ads on YouTube, which means that instead of using an ad blocker on YouTube to bypass the annoying ad
yeah, my ad block kind of doesn't work no more, but I've been having YouTube Premium. I'll just write it off on my taxes.
you get, you're gonna be forced to watch it.
So instead, they decided to take the much easier route of ignoring the problem for as long as possible, knowing they have plausible deniability because they could just blame their algorithm or something like that. Oh, we had no idea this was such a big problem. It's just an issue with our algorithm. And quietly rake in massive amounts of money while...
Bro, YouTube always swears they don't know what's going on. You do, bro. You do. You see it.
Simultaneously silencing individual creators who make videos attempting to expose and raise awareness about this issue, because unfortunately we are a much smaller and easier target to deal with.
If my videos, which are like more censored than the ones online, are getting flagged, and the human reviewer is saying that, hey, this is not appropriate, we can't have this, and how are like complete full channels allowed to exist, right?
Exactly.
Like they need to fix their human review system.
That's the thing, bro. If you're gonna let them get away with it, then let us get away with it too. Like the people reacting to it and actually criticizing it, right? Like, come on. You can't not flag them when they're the ones doing it. They're basically giving us the content to react to or to critique. I don't understand why you yellow mark our videos.
Either allow my content or they need to block other content that I've increasingly censored, right? Like it can't be this weird middle ground where somehow my videos are being censored yet the other ones are not.
Facts. Collateral damage. Yo, this music choice is This music choice
In my
is good.
previous video, I touched on the proven and lasting side effects that watching this content from such a young age can do to an individual in the long term.
Oh yeah.
Multiple studies
Yeah,
have
kids just randomly find this shit, bro. It's cooked, bro. That's why I feel like kids should not be allowed to get on regular YouTube at all.
proven that
I know YouTube Kids isn't perfect, but that should be the only form if they ever do watch it.
children's ages 0 to 8, the primary target of both YouTube Kids and these channels, are in the most formative years of their life. Everything they do, learn, and consume in these years play a huge part into shaping the type of person they'll be for the rest of their lives. This
Like,
is
if you really letting a 6, 7-year-old or even 8-year-old just go on regular YouTube, bro, you really don't give like that ass. You don't care.
why traditional kids programming such as PBS Kids always ends with a positive, educational, and age-appropriate lesson being learned. It's because all shows on the network are specifically designed to support a child's development.
Yeah, PBS Kids is really good, bro. I actually used to watch a lot of PBS.
In these crucial years and promote healthy, positive behavior as seen in their official educational guidelines.
If you guys watch PBS Kids, comment down below, like, what's your favorite show?
But you know what platform isn't properly regulated and is quickly becoming more popular than traditional programming? YouTube and YouTube Kids. Studies show that children exposed to violent and suggestive media at such a young age can develop lasting trauma and create serious damage to the development of the brain. And that's exactly what's reflected in the comments of my last video. Ever since I was 9, I've been exposed to sexual content on YouTube, and ever since then, my life has gotten a lot.
I mean, to be honest though, you shouldn't be on YouTube at 9 years old, bro. Like let's be real. Like, what the hell you doing on YouTube? Just searching around or just browsing like a normal person at 9 years old? That's kind of on your parents though. Like, we gotta start blaming the parents too, bro. Not just the people that make the content.
Getting random headaches and can't focus on one thing for more than 60 minutes at a time. I've also had a lot of memory losses due to this content and have sadly developed an Not me, but my friend used to watch these videos. He developed a severe addiction. It took me months to stop. When I was little, a bunch of these Minecraft and Elsagate videos popped up, and from then for 8 years I am one who was exposed to this. This is an extremely big problem. This is really effective.
Nah, it is good how people are coming out and saying their experiences though. But like, you really gotta just look at the parents a different way, bro. Because if their kids are online saying this shit, like admitting it, like, I know their parents gotta be looking like, damn, like, I really do.
This with the mind, bro. I used to watch this shit too, and it's given me horrible trauma and got me addicted to it. I just turned 18 a week ago, and YouTube back in 2016, 2017 messed me up in such a big way. I struggled with so much depression, and being exposed to so much vile content ruined my perception on myself and how I act.
Nah, this is actually real shit though, because I feel like if you watch too much YouTube and stuff, especially, you know, if you're comparing yourself to people's lives or just watching things that are depressing or are violent and stuff, and that's your daily routine, I feel like that could be very bad for the brain, very bad for depression and stuff. I've struggled with depression. I still kind of do sometimes. And I try to just watch positive things, think about things that I like, you know, like searching up workout content and people that, you know, motivate and stuff. And rather than just kind of doing a deep dive into some brain rot and shit, and, you know, the normal things I would probably be watching on a random Tuesday, you know?
Consciously. And I've lost my most important years and lessons where I should have been properly taught about that stuff when I was ready. In their official blog post from February 2021, YouTube announced that the YouTube Kids app had over 35 million weekly users. Since then, the app has almost doubled its total number of downloads. So if we do a little bit of math here, accounting for both of these numbers and other things like trends and higher user engagement, this means that every day, the estimated 70 to 80 million users of this platform have a good chance of being exposed to these kinds of videos and then having to deal with the life-altering, long-lasting effects as a result.
That is facts, but again, we have to tell the parents, like, you have to put your foot down. At the end of the day, the parents control what they watch and what they don't, like, to be honest. Or if they have technology in the first place. Like, they should just be reading books, bro. Just preparing for school, doing their homework, coloring and shit.
At first glance, people might point the blame at the individuals running these disgusting channels. And while they are definitely at fault here, I believe it's actually YouTube that should be held the most responsible. On any social media platform, there will always be malicious people looking to exploit the system for their own personal gain. However, as long as the platform is aware of this and actively tries to fix and prevent those exploits from happening—
Bro, is this a real tweet? I don't think that's a real tweet, is it?
Then the situation can be managed effectively. However, YouTube hasn't exactly had the best track record of doing that.
Negligence.
In 2017, parents began to complain that strange videos were
I mean, one defense I could say for YouTube though is that there is so many fucking creators. There's absolutely no way they can keep everyone in check. I feel like that would be super hard to just be perfect as YouTube, the company. But you know, when things get called out and stuff, you know, they can. I don't know. I feel like YouTube does a good job. Like if things get big enough and stuff, I feel like they do a good job at like taking action on it. But there is some flaws that are kind of annoying.
Up on YouTube. So lately, every time I go on YouTube, there's these really strange videos showing up on my trending page. I mean, they seem to be aimed at young kids, but they're super creepy and disturbing. These videos almost always use what are otherwise household family-friendly characters such as Spider-Man and Elsa doing a variety of blatantly inappropriate or disturbing things.
That was the two most popular things of the Elsa game, huh? Like Spider-Man shit and Elsa.
In such a way as to circumvent YouTube's child safety algorithms and appear on the homepage of YouTube Kids.
That's where it all started.
Would not go unnoticed, as more and more of these channels began to pop up, all with hundreds of millions of views each. The number of concerned parents complaining and demanding a fix from YouTube began to significantly increase, and eventually this disturbing trend would catch the attention of major news outlets.
Yeah, I got on the news. That's crazy.
Alarm bells via a bunch of extremely well-written articles.
If you ever let your child watch YouTube videos, we have got a warning for you. Some people are creating disturbing cartoons, making them appear kid-friendly, or encourage your children to watch inappropriate content.
That's right.
All covering
Kids should not be on YouTube.
As Elsagate. Yet despite receiving mainstream attention, mass reports, and millions of individual complaints, YouTube did almost nothing to fix the situation. Until November 27th of that year, when in a BuzzFeed article, YouTube finally announced they were cracking down on the problem.
See, like sometimes it takes them forever, but they eventually do take the steps to handle it.
Removing over 150,000 of these inappropriate videos and demonetizing over 2 million more. Please note that this announcement, while positive and overall a pretty big win for the platform, just so happened to occur only 3 days after a bunch of major brands and advertisers had pulled out due to the entire scandal.
Oh, damn.
YouTube, years later, would also give...
Alright, so YouTube just pulled a quick one. They're like, wait, hold on, wait. Let me tell you something.
Fined $170 million by the FTC, partially for having such a glaring issue with their quote-unquote kids content and child safety rules. As a result of this, YouTube would also update their guidelines to ban any inappropriate use of quote family entertainment characters and also implement
that's the rule I was talking about. That's why like I told you guys that example of me when I reacted to the Peppa Pig parody. They don't allow stuff like that no more, bro.
Labeling system, forcing creators to decide whether or not their videos are made for kids. If a video is determined to be made for kids, it will lose a majority of features that normal videos have, such as the comment section and most importantly, personalized ads and a majority of ad revenue. But if that's the case,
so is that how people just upload to YouTube Kids in the first place? They just press that yes button?
and how are these channels, which are clearly targeted towards children, still able to make so much money? And the answer is about as simple as it is aggravating. To be honest, it really doesn't matter what option the creator chooses, as both types of content, even ones specifically marked as not for kids, actively get recommended through the YouTube Kids app, as long as the video looks family friendly enough in the
Wait, really? They just automatically get recommended? I thought you had to like literally submit it to YouTube Kids.
eyes of the algorithm by loading up the thumbnail with a bunch of bright colors and swapping out any potentially dangerous words like rape with prank or with love curse.
Hell
no.
no.
Get recommended just the same.
Like what is dude, what the
or with
not only she has chi-chi, she has a long ass tongue out. This nigga tied down to the floor. Like what else am I supposed to think about this? Like there's no ifs, ands, buts about this thumbnail. Like we know exactly what's going on.
love curse, it will get recommended just the same. And there's a really easy way to prove this that you can do yourself. Just go to literally any of the channels I've mentioned so far, click on a random video, and take a look at the engagement on the actual video. For example, this video has 213,000 views.
Should we search one up?
1,100 likes and only 40 comments. This is because when you watch a video on YouTube Kids, it doesn't have any of the extra buttons or features. It only allows you to watch the video. But since the video is still coming from YouTube, it still counts as a view. And the only engagement that's actually getting left on the video is from other
look, snack and then I could go, I love you, Momo's cute. They didn't go to their mama's, like what?
kids using the regular YouTube app, probably using their parents' account. And yeah, it's pretty easy to tell.
Scary monster.
Kind of funny how even though YouTube implemented these supposed changes to make the platform safer, It appears it's now easier than ever to run one of these content farms.
Yeah, I will say it's kind of funny though, because I do see, like, I know there's some kids in my comments sometimes, and they'll have like a picture of their grandma, just like some old ass lady, but they be commenting skibbity riz and shit. I'm like, dude, stop, bro. You're embarrassing your grandma right now.
With simple editing style, low production costs, hell, even the recent developments in AI technology, specifically for voice lines and text-to-speech, it's no problem for a single person with no moral compass and enough free time to start operating a network of
That's what I'm saying, bro, and nobody will know who they are, bro, because they just making animations.
Channels pumping
So
out
they don't
dozens of these videos a week, all while facing absolutely zero public repercussion or backlash and remaining completely anonymous.
And even if they do receive backlash, just like I say, like, they're not gonna receive backlash personally because nobody can find out who they are.
It's the perfect crime.
Perfect crime. It's crazy.
But let's take a step back for a moment and explore a rather outlandish question. What if the owner actually wants to be found?
What you mean?
This is Neil. For the sake of anonymity, that's obviously not his real name, but as you can probably guess by now, Neil makes a living by owning and operating one of these Minecraft kids content farms.
Bro,
However,
and he just puts his face on the internet? Oh no.
Many reasons we'll dive into shortly.
Oh,
they
no.
might just be the worst of the worst. Because it's
doing one of these channels and just promoting yourself on the internet like, oh my god, look at this channel I got, like, dude, if I ever did, bro, I'm hiding for the rest of my life, bro. Nobody knowing I'm doing this shit. As a matter of fact, I work at McDonald's every day. Like, deadass. I would purposely buy a McDonald's uniform from Amazon and just come back home. Hey, mom, I'm back from work. Like, ain't no way I'm just admitting I'm doing this stupid shit.
this disgusting content with the goal of monetary gain. But what's even more worrying and truly vile is owning channels like these, then trying to communicate with your audience and lure them off the
No way. No fucking way. No way, this shit's about to turn into some PDF shit, bro. Oh my god. Oh no. So not only you making content that's inappropriate for kids and stuff, and then you're gonna inappropriately talk to kids too? Like, what the oh my god. These niggas' minds is sick. Like I really be wanting to study their brains, bro, and just see what the fuck happens. Like, how the neurons move, if there even is any fucking neurons. Like, at that point.
Earlier this year, on January 26th, a YouTuber named
The Beak
uploaded a video showcasing his discovery of a very strange set of channels which impersonate characters from the Amazing Digital Circus, a very popular children's animated series on YouTube, which, for whatever reason, has absolutely taken off and garnered over 500 million views in just the first 2 full-length episodes.
Bro, I can't imagine getting that much views, bro. Imagine how much money that is.
In other words, it's just another example of these channels exploiting familiar and trusted family-friendly characters for views and tricking children into watching content that is all but family-friendly. Let's take a quick look at what Neil thinks is acceptable to post.
Okay. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, how the fuck is this even allowed on YouTube, bro? Oh my. Thank you for blurring this out for me, because I don't want to see this. Wait, I wonder if it's actually blurred out in the thumbnail or if it's not blurred. Somebody let me know in the comments. Are they blurred or not? Jesus Christ, what the oh my. Wow. Yeah, that set of thumbnails is probably the worst of the whole video. I ain't gonna lie.
Every single video on all of these channels completely violate YouTube's
Hell
content
yeah.
guidelines. However, this isn't even the weirdest part. In his video, The Beak discovered that both of these channels advertised a link which invited anybody who clicked on it the ability to directly message Neil on Telegram,
No
a messaging
way.
platform infamous for its overwhelming focus on privacy, with messages sent over there having end-to-end encryption and being, for the most part, completely.
Bro, anytime I think of Telegram, though, I literally think it's just scams, bro. Like what the? I honestly want to know what the benefit. I mean, I know it's private encrypted conversation, so that's why it's used for scam, because they can't like have proof or something. So maybe that's why. But like, what was it intended for in the launch of it, though?
Untraceable. Yet, sometime after the Beak's video was posted, the owner suddenly removed these Telegram links and changed the contact email for both of the Pomni and Jack's channels.
They got caught.
Interesting.
They
Now,
got
I'm
caught.
not trying to assume the worst here, but but I really can't find a reasonable explanation as to why an owner of multiple channels which make over-sexualized Minecraft content targeted
Also, yeah, multiple channels like this
towards very young children would ever need to include a direct messaging feature in their About Me section. And more importantly, why would they feel the need to delete the Telegram link almost immediately?
Facts, bro, because I was thinking, I'm like, okay, maybe he might be trying to sell something to them, and that could be his defense to this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to sell something with even, it's still weird, but maybe he can slither away around this. But nah, completely deleting it and changing the contact emails and stuff, yeah, that's now you're raising red flags, bro.
Immediately after being exposed about it. While assumptions can be made, we may never truly know the answer. I was still pretty curious about this Neil guy though, so I did a bit more digging around. Eventually, I had the idea to paste the channel's original email address into the YouTube search bar, which brought me to a whole bunch more of these channels that he owned, impersonating even more YouTubers like Afmao and Myzen. Then I decided to try the same tactic with this new email and found yet another impersonation channel he owned, which contains another sketchy link, this time leading to a Ko-fi page.
I mean, to be fair, Has Been Hotel is literally sus on its own.
It sells NSFW content of their characters, which, of course, comes with another direct messaging feature.
Bro, like, why the fuck do you need a direct message, bro? Like, who the oh my
Just to
God,
confirm
who the hell
that
wants to
despite
talk
all
to
the
you?
changes, these channels are still owned by the same person. They both use the exact same AI text-to-speech voices and music in their videos.
Pomni, please lather up with the washcloth and also this part of my back.
Okay, Jax, but you're already very clean. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for this. Jump onto my bed and strip off all your clothes.
Oh, fuck no. Oh, hell no. Like, how is this allowed, bro? How?
The thumbnails all have the exact same, very
especially the thumbnails, bro. I mean, the video is one thing, but the thumbnails, like, how are you getting away with it?
Specific art style, as if, you know, they were commissioned by the same artist. The titles are all very similar, often using the same set of keywords.
Jax in the bathtub with Pomni. What is he planning? Yo, oh my gosh.
Across all channels, like what is he planning and what is he up to? Also, all of the channels were created roughly around the same time in mid to late 2023. It's a common theme for all of these YouTube automation people and content farms to start all of their channels at once, and that's exactly what happened here, with the Jax and Has Been Hotel channel even being created on the same day. And most importantly,
same day and everything?
The NSFW Ko-fi page has perks listed in Russian writing, which just so happens to be the exact same language Neil's real first name is displayed on his old Telegram.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's caught, buddy. Nah, you being a fucking weirdo, bro. There's absolutely no reason you need to be direct messaging nobody, especially some fucking kids, bro. Because you know that's the only people watching your videos. Like, you think any grown adult's gonna go on your channel and, oh, let me talk to this guy. Like, weirdo, bro. Straight weirdo.
Inappropriate imitation channels, wildly obscene thumbnails, abhorrent YouTube shorts,
oh my God,
weird content farm owners that advertise NSFW Patreons and direct messaging features, the long repeated negligence of YouTube, and the result of it all, the potential danger and long-lasting mental health issues of millions of children around the world. This is the Minecraft Kids content rabbit hole. Yet one unanswered question remains. What does the end game of this issue look like? Will it ever reach a boiling point? Will YouTube ever...
I don't think it's ever gonna go away, bro, because they continuously get away with this. I still see things like this on my feed sometimes.
And how do we fix this?
Well, I think either A, that too many of the people making the videos will end up getting falsely flagged or demonetized, and then they just stop making the videos because they can't make money from it anymore, or B, it somehow gets like significant media attention to the point where they actually decide to take action, because I feel like right now no one really knows about this stuff or really cares, right? You never hear about it. So I think those are the two options. I don't think anything's really going to change, because I feel like they don't have any reason to change anything, right?
That's true.
And there it is.
They're gonna make money regardless.
YouTube, at this current moment, throwing all morals and ethics aside, has no reason to change or fix this issue. Not exactly the resolution you and I were probably hoping for, but unfortunately, it's the honest truth. If you're somehow a parent or sibling of someone who might be at risk of this content, my best advice would be to simply monitor what they're watching online.
Hell yeah, especially, if you guys have younger siblings and stuff, make sure they do not fall into this rabbit hole, bro. Make sure that they didn't even use YouTube in the first place. Just play with them, bro. You know, do the best you can as a big sibling, or if you're a parent, you know what I'm saying, do the best you can with your kid. But like, dude, it's just, I feel like the kids should not just have access to YouTube in the first place, bro. Or it has to be only YouTube Kids. It has to be for a limited time and only certain things. They can't search things or whatever. Like, there has to be a lot of restrictions for them to have access to this stuff because it's just too much, bro. It's too much risk, man. And if they see this stuff, it's gonna affect them for the rest of their life.
And if that's too hard, just delete the app entirely and let them watch like Arthur or something. I don't know.
Exactly.
And lastly,
watch TV, bro. Watch TV.
thank you for watching.
Not the Kendrick Lamar song, bro. Yo, shout out to Caleb. This is a great video, great essay. And yeah, man, kids, stay away from YouTube, bro. As you're watching this on YouTube. Love you guys, bro. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.